Hello, welcome to Brothers Forge Gaming. Looking today at Warriors of the Eternal Sun on the Sega Genesis. Let's see if we can get a bit of backstory. Nice thing about this is it's an old school D&D game back when TSR still had their hands on it. I believe WotC owns everything these days. I'm pretty sure they bought everything. Oh yeah, this is cool. So this is like right out of the old D&D manuals, the graphics. Unfortunately, a lot of these old D&D games did not live up to what they could have done, which is unfortunate. I could, as a modern gamer, if I could ask, sometimes people ask those questions, like if one game company could be resurrected and brought back to make games, man, I wish the original guys that made D&D could come back to life, come back to as a company, and start making these cool games. About the closest thing you get to an old school D&D game is, the Warhammer games, and they're not great by any means. So, but right now you're watching the intro credits. It's probably the best part of this game. The music's pretty nice too. If I can turn that up. That's real nice. Okay, so that was the little snippet we got there. Just go ahead, we could create our own party, which is nice. You could roll through and make your own guys, or you can... Are we going to get the... Maybe we're getting different credits here. I'm not sure, I wasn't paying too close attention. So, but yeah, you could either create your own party or just use the default party. Probably starting out the game, you want to use a default party, get to figure it out. Who's this guy hiding? Maybe he's just the guard. Oh, cool. So it switches to a dungeon crawl. Ooh, I wonder if there's anything cool in the graveyards. For Christopher? Interesting. I wonder. That's really weird. Realized Dwight. A knight he did smite. Oh man, Cassandra. Those sound like some classic names out of some of these old games. Wow. The townspeople went berserk and destroyed what was left of your culture. Interesting. So it's really on your shoulders there to not die. Oh, see, I thought those graves, I was wondering. So those graves that we looked at earlier, they were pre-dug for the people in your party. That is really crazy. Now I wonder if you were to change the names of your party, if they too would change the name of the gravestone in the graveyard. Now that is really interesting. Now I was kind of trying to see if there was a way to look at your characters aside from this inventory screen. Doesn't really appear to be a way to do that. Possibly as you level, you get, maybe it unlocks some kind of thing. You can pick skills and things like that, because it looks like abilities and spells. So you either unlock them or you probably have to go buy them. Possibly there's a deeper character development to this game than you can see like right by looking at it. So again, the game this is probably the third time I've played it. The couple times I really did give it. I really tried to give it a good go, and I was just feeling like it was okay. Well, like I just felt like the character progression and the items and things that you feel like you should be getting in a D&D game weren't here. It just kind of felt bland and mundane, and unfortunately, because this game looks like it has a lot of potential. Possibly if you get further in the game, it's really good. So any of you watching this video out there, if you happen to know and love this game and are aware that, hey man, just stick it in there put 2 hours of work in, grind out a level or two, and then the game picks up from there. If you're aware of that, if that's a stat you're aware of, let us know. See, okay, so here's what I was talking about. Like if you get, depending on where you are, if you see enemies, you want to try to position yourself. So it is tactical that way. I got my tank out in front. Of course, I didn't buy armor or anything this time. But these guys don't look as strong as like hairy war beasts or whatever they're called. Did I just backstab my guy? I don't know. I might have just backstabbed my guy. Nice. So it's possible if I would have bought like a sling or something for the other mage, it possibly would have been better. Oh yeah! Don't know what that's doing. I want to assume it's some kind of hide button that you would get in a game like this. Now what I'm doing is oh, he went down. I'm using A to select attack. You have to be within a certain range, and then B is for your ranged weapon or your spell. Yeah, she gets the one attack, and then you gotta kind of, you know, position her. So it might have been good to get her, that other caster, a ranged weapon. And then you gotta be careful because the targeting doesn't like automatically go to things, so you kind of have to hand select that. That other lady might not be as good with her ranged, so it might be a good idea to get her closer. Because I don't appear to be hitting her. Maybe I'm not doing that right. So, because you would assume if it turns red, it's gonna hit him, right? But maybe it's hurting him, you just don't realize it. Okay, so there's a victorious battle. Let's see what happens. Gathers items worth 190 gold pieces. Oh, cool. So everybody is healed. It didn't cost me any gold. And then here's where you could go to rearrange your party. So it's possible you have to rest somehow to get your spell back. So we could say rest party. You get one magic missile. So you gotta rest for probably 8 hours. Well, anyway, we could have rested in the field, maybe healed, but since my guy died, I wanted to do that. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go a little bit more. We're gonna buy some armor. All right, so we're off on a new adventure. Now, if you're looking at this in a sense of like D&D and you're assigning your party, maybe you're hanging out with a buddy or something that really likes D&D, you could kind of maybe use this as an adventure generator. You guys could create your own party, and you could be like, okay, today we're going to head off. You know, you could go and you could look at the map, and you could be like, okay, today, guys, we're going to go from the castle and we're going to head east, and we're going to, you know, do this, and we're going to try to find some treasure, and, you know, you could make a whole cool, like, tabletop adventure out of it. This game does have that going for it, in my opinion. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a little tough with the I feel like the level progression is limited, and the items you can get, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any cool items like you would expect out of D&D, like flaming longsword +1, stuff like that. I mean, it's possible that there'll be some epic gear in this game, but you know, we'd have to get further into it to unlock the secrets, which we might actually do because I'm having a good time with this game. So here would be a good place to try to fight some people, like kind of pull them off the side of the screen and have some advantageous spots there. Ooh, look at that. Cool. Well, here's also a really bad spot to get attacked because your whole party is against the side of the shore. We're gonna skip that war camp because that was tough last time. We're gonna maybe try to fight some easier enemies like some kobolds or something. Oh no. Well, we randomly walked upon the camp. Oh no, this isn't good. Hopefully maybe because of where we are on the screen, maybe we'll have a better shot at winning. Oh, that guy came out of nowhere. He's terrified right now. Oh, man. Okay, well, you know, I was trying to get a little further into the adventure there. So upon this, like I said, this is probably the third time I played this game, and you know what, it has a little bit more value than I thought it did originally playing it. I would say overall it's not a bad game. It has a lot of cool features. The only thing I feel is holding it back is just it seems to have a very, it doesn't seem to have a great like development curve, and it's actually pretty freaking hard because I found one enemy beside that, and then I got jumped by a hairy beastman and wiped out. So possibly if you create a party, maybe you can make a healer or something like that, or maybe I didn't, because I had a sorcerer, not a healer, so maybe that'll make all the difference is if you create your own party. But a quick look, or a look at Warriors of the Eternal Sun on Sega, old school D&D game. So pretty cool, right? And if you guys see it out there in your hunts, grab it up. It's not a bad game. Thanks for watching, Brothers Forge Gaming.